It is Thursday on the Morning Brew with friends, and we have a packed house this morning. We have our friend, Commissioner Wayne Johnson from Bernalillo County, as well as Sean Perry Turner and the rest of the crew from the Bernalillo County Economic Development Department. It's Theater Thursday. We're going to be talking about spam a lot. I love it. Austin Madrid is here, and also artist Kristen Calhoun. It's a packed house on the Morning Brew with friends. Man, it's a great song, right? Although this song came on when I was driving around in my car the other day, and I was like, where are my show notes? I'm like trained now when I start hearing that beat, right? So you've been busy. You've been at the Native American Economic Development Summit.
Yes.
Great stuff there?
Excellent.
Good.
Really very good conference.
Oh, good.
Over at Hotel Albuquerque.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, we got headlines brought to us by our friends at Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy. And this was interesting. Earlier this week, Paul Hommert, the director of Sandia National Labs, the guy who was in charge of 10,000 employees in like nuclear bombs.
And other things.
But like nuclear bombs. There's this photo. And also made like $3.5 million a year was his salary, which is amazing. But after 5 years at the head of Sandia National Labs, he said he was going to retire. And he says he's finally looking forward to just taking a break, which I don't blame him. Apparently it's a 24/7 job when you're running basically the nuclear stockpile for the nation. It's kind of it's a heavy job, but we wish him the best.
Absolutely.
And then this is very cool. Cottonwood Classical Preparatory School made this huge list. Every year, U.S. News and World Report ranks the top 200,000 high schools in the nation. There's number 76 because of students, right? I know, it's awesome. That helps with so many things that we're doing here, economic development related,
Absolutely.
right?
Schools are very important when we're recruiting. Yeah.
Oh, really?
And getting people to stay here, too.
Because then that's the thing when you're, because at
Well,
Bernalillo
if you're going to ask
County-
a family to move,
Right.
you need education.
Right.
I mean, this is a wonderful place to live, work, etc. So our education is a key component of that as well.
Right. And
good for us.
At Bernalillo County, a big part of what you guys do is try to recruit and bring in new companies, right?
We do. We focus a lot on the expansion and retention within the county, and then of course work with AED and the city for the large recruitments.
Right.
But yes, we're all part of the
greater ecosystem,
the greater
right?
cog, you might say.
Well, what I love about the report is that Albuquerque High School,
Your high school.
my alma mater,
Okay.
go Bulldogs. We were ranked 842nd.
Okay.
Yes, which is not half bad. I
That's
think that's
right.
pretty of the 200,000. I'm loving that. And then, speaking of recruiting people, millennials. Do you see the report that came out earlier this week?
We were talking about that just a few minutes
Right,
ago,
because
right?
millennials are now the largest portion of the workforce. And this is people ages 18 to 34.
Right.
I think when I was growing up, they were called Generation Y.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that term.
I don't want to tell you which group I'm in. I think you can guess. Go ahead.
But they were called Generation Y for a long time. People didn't know what to do with Generation Y. And now this is just renamed them Millennials.
Right.
And they're a group of people who have entirely different needs, entirely different wants than anything else. And I just think it's interesting now that they are the largest sector of the employment growth. So when we're talking about that, those are people who are starting families. Those are people in that age bracket where things exactly like the Cottonwood ranking really help recruit those kinds of people into our economy, right?
Absolutely. And those are also the same people who not only look at work as a means of compensation. It's just not that. It's, can I bike? Can I hike? Can I take a bus to work? They tend to be more green in their aspirations and things like that. So you have to accommodate accordingly.
Right.
So your housing, all your other attributes. Also, it doesn't hurt that we are listed. I think we're number 4th, aren't we, in the nation for craft beers?
Right.
That's good.
If not more.
If not more. So, all these things, and we have all these things.
That's it.
We offer everything here in Bernalillo County. I know everybody says Albuquerque, but
you guys at the county know that it's a larger ecosystem.
Albuquerque's in Bernalillo County, so we're more than you think.
And you guys made some news. You guys made some news on Tuesday night at the commission because there's a new hotel going up, the new Hotel Chaco in Old Town.
Correct.
And
right next to Hotel Albuquerque.
Right.
Another heritage property.
And you guys helped them out with a, it's basically a tax deferment is the best way to describe an IRB. It's this crazy complicated, like when you get into things like debt financing and conduit financing, it's a little heady for 7:15 in the morning.
It is.
But regardless, we're going to have a new hotel, and it wouldn't happen without Bernalillo County's help.
Well, our commission, who really is about business and making this, we're here to enhance the quality of life. Also, I believe the numbers are 500 temporary, the construction jobs, and the hotel anticipates 200 full-time jobs.
That's excellent.
So it is.
I love that.
Every day we're working
We're trying to get more jobs.
Put our people to work. We have great people.
That's great. And I love this. There is one local who is going to work at a very prestigious place.
Yes.
The Los Angeles, the Oakland Raiders. We just got to give a shout out to former UNM quarterback Saquon Edwards, who just signed with the Raiders. He graduated in 2012 from UNM. He's been I want to say a freelancer for a while, but he got drafted, and it's awesome. So, but we'll be back in a couple of seconds. We'll talk a whole lot more about economic development with you and the rest of the crew from the Bernalillo County.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.